Cassava farming is becoming one of the most promising agricultural businesses in Kenya. The crop is valued for its ability to survive dry conditions and produce food even when other crops perform poorly. Many farmers in counties such as Busia, Migori, Homa Bay, Kilifi, Kwale, Tana River, Kakamega, Siaya and Makueni grow cassava for both food and income. As climate change continues to affect rainfall patterns, more farmers are turning to cassava because it is drought tolerant and can remain in the field for many months before harvesting. Cassava is a root crop that grows from stem cuttings. It is widely used for making flour, chips, animal feed, starch, and various food products. The roots are rich in carbohydrates and are an important source of energy for many households. The leaves can also be used as a vegetable in some communities. Because of its many uses, cassava offers farmers several opportunities to earn money. Starting a cassava farming business does not require very expensive inputs compared to some other crops. A farmer first needs land, healthy planting materials, labor, and basic farm tools. The land should be well drained and free from waterlogging. Although cassava can grow in different soil types, it performs best in fertile sandy loam soils. Before planting, the land should be cleared and prepared properly to encourage healthy root development. The planting materials are usually mature stem cuttings obtained from healthy cassava plants. Farmers are encouraged to use improved and disease-resistant varieties supplied by agricultural research institutions and certified seed producers. These varieties often produce higher yields and have better resistance to common diseases. Planting is usually done at the beginning of the rainy season to allow the crop to establish strong roots. A farmer can plant about 10,000 cassava plants on 1 hectare of land, depending on spacing. Proper spacing allows enough sunlight and reduces competition for nutrients. After planting, regular weeding is important during the first few months. Once the crop is established, it becomes more competitive against weeds and requires less maintenance than many other crops. Cassava generally takes between 8 months and 18 months to mature depending on the variety and growing conditions. Early maturing varieties can be harvested sooner, allowing farmers to enter the market quickly. During the growing period, farmers should monitor their fields for diseases and pests. Some common challenges include cassava mosaic disease, cassava brown streak disease, and pests such as mealybugs. Using clean planting materials and recommended farming practices helps reduce these problems. One of the greatest advantages of cassava farming is its ability to produce reasonable yields even during dry seasons. This makes it a valuable crop for areas that experience unpredictable rainfall. While crops such as maize may fail during drought periods, cassava often continues growing and provides food security for farming families. This resilience has increased its popularity in many parts of Kenya. The business side of cassava farming can be very rewarding when farmers focus on market opportunities. Fresh cassava roots are sold in local markets, supermarkets, schools, hotels, and processing factories. The demand for cassava flour has also increased as more consumers look for alternative foods and gluten-free products. Some millers blend cassava flour with other flours to make bread, chapati, cakes, and porridge products. Value addition can significantly increase profits. Instead of selling fresh roots only, farmers can process cassava into flour, chips, starch, or animal feed. For example, cassava flour often sells at a higher value than raw roots because processing creates a product with a longer shelf life and wider market. Farmers who organize themselves into groups or cooperatives can invest in processing equipment and access larger markets. Let us consider a simple example of a 1-hectare cassava farm. The cost of land preparation, planting materials, labor, weeding, and other farm activities may range from about Kenya shillings 60,000 to Kenya shillings 120,000, depending on location and labor costs. Under good management, a farmer may harvest many tons of cassava roots from the same hectare. Revenue depends on market prices, yield levels, and whether the farmer sells fresh roots or processed products. Farmers who achieve good yields and secure reliable buyers can earn attractive returns on their investment. Marketing is a very important part of the business. Farmers should identify buyers before harvesting. Potential buyers include local traders, food processors, livestock feed manufacturers, and flour milling companies. Establishing relationships with buyers helps reduce post-harvest losses and ensures a steady income. Some farmers also use social media and digital platforms to advertise their products and connect with customers. Storage is another important consideration. Fresh cassava roots deteriorate quickly after harvesting. Because of this, farmers should harvest according to market demand or process the roots soon after harvest. Drying cassava into chips or milling it into flour can extend its shelf life and reduce waste. Proper storage and handling improve product quality and market value. The future of cassava farming in Kenya looks bright. Increasing interest in climate-smart agriculture, food security, and value-added products is creating new opportunities for farmers. Researchers continue developing improved cassava varieties that produce higher yields and resist diseases. Processing industries are also expanding, creating a growing demand for cassava raw materials. Young people can benefit greatly from cassava farming because it requires less water than many other crops and offers opportunities beyond production. Youth can participate in seed multiplication, transportation, processing, packaging, marketing, and agribusiness services. With proper planning and management, cassava can become a source of employment and income for many households. Success in cassava farming depends on using quality planting materials, preparing the land properly, controlling weeds, managing diseases, and finding reliable markets. Farmers who combine good agricultural practices with value addition often achieve the best results. As Kenya continues to seek solutions for food security and climate resilience, cassava remains one of the crops with strong potential for sustainable farming and profitable agribusiness. In conclusion, cassava farming is more than just growing a food crop. It is a business opportunity that can provide income, improve food security, and create employment. With increasing demand for cassava products and the crop's ability to thrive under challenging weather conditions, farmers who invest in cassava production today may enjoy significant benefits in the years ahead. For many Kenyan farmers, cassava is proving to be a reliable crop and a promising path toward agricultural success.